Hello, and welcome back to the channel, the Califat channel, and welcome back to our Maserati series as we're back with another live stream today, and we are heading to Imola today. Hope you're all doing well in the chat. Hope you've had a good week. The weekend is here. We've got more F1 Manager. We've got actual Formula 1 action on track. Start of a triple header as well, so very much looking forward to that. And Suzuka, always a good track. And qualifying for that one tomorrow morning. Looking forward to that. But as I say, we have got some work to do ourselves here as we are in Imola. And yeah, we've qualified probably where the car is at the moment. 15th with Colapinto, 17th with Maloney. So we'll see how we go in this one. It's going to be a one-stopper. And we've just flipped the strategy a little bit with both drivers. So Colapinto's going to start on mediums, go to the hards. Maloney's going to start on the hards, go a little bit longer, then finish on the mediums. As always, we have the ability to mix it up, of course, if there's safety cars, virtuals, or red flags, and we will certainly do that. But as I say, hope you're all doing well in the chat. Hope you've had a good week. As I say, hope you've got a good weekend in store. And as I've been saying, we've got some actual Formula 1 action, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Also, let me know in the chat where you think Yuki Tsunoda is going to be qualifying tomorrow morning for a Red Bull. Do you think he can get through to Q3? And if yes to that, where is he going to qualify for Red Bull? But let us get back to this then. We are going to start this one very short. Let me just check we're all set up to go, which we are. So let's not delay. Let's get this one underway.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action.
Looks like Max Verstappen is on pole for this one.
The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
Here we go then. 4 lights, 5, and we're underway pretty quickly. Max Verstappen gets us underway. I say Colapinto starts 15th, and Zane Maloney in 17th. And Colapinto has got Hadjar on his outside, trying to take 15th off him. It looks like Hadjar is going to squeeze through. And Maloney loses a place as well on the start. But Colapinto fighting back against Hadjar here. Colapinto saying he's pushed wide, looks okay to me. Still fighting with Hadjar. Both Maseratis here, Colapinto and Maloney fighting with the RBs, the Racing Bulls.
You're doing a good
and
job,
Maloney
Rob.
is into 16th after all that.
You're doing a good job.
You viewed, hello buddy. I'm very well, thank you. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm looking forward to this weekend. How are you, buddy? Right, so Colapinto is where he started in 5th. Well, he was. He's now moving up to 14th here. Past Lance Stroll. But we can't push these tyres too hard. And Maloney... Actually, we can stay on the fuel a bit. DRS enabled. Maloney now having a look at Lance Stroll. Started the second lap then. We started 15th for Colapinto, 17th for Maloney, and Colapinto's up 1, so is Maloney. So a good start from us. We've got the 2 Alpines ahead of us in Doohan and Gasly.
Try to stay ahead.
Just got to make sure that we don't lose out on that DRS to Doohan. Doohan is actually going to have no DRS on his teammate at this rate. Doing good, thanks. Had to run some errands, but all right now. Good to hear you. Time to chill. Home GP Maserati, well, close to home. It's Italy anyway. Yeah, exactly. What do you think is best to upgrade your car on F1 Manager? All parts are good, but I would go heavily on underfloors and front wings. Right, here comes Colapinto then. We're using quite a bit of the battery there. Doohan does look like he's just about picked up DRS off his teammate. That's going to save him there. But yes, indeed, we are in Italy. We are in Imola. And we're an Italian-based team. Let's see if we can put on a show for the home crowd. It's George Russell that now leads. Verstappen second, Hamilton third. It is a Hamilton-Verstappen championship battle that's brewing here in this series. Doohan, he's just teetering on the edge of DRS to his teammate. We haven't had a look at tyres. Let's have a look. So Hadjar, Maloney, Lawson and Hulkenberg, those four all on hards. As Hadjar is past Maloney.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now we're at turn 11 now.
Oh, he's got a nice little run on the inside here. And Hadjar. Don't often see an overtake there. So yeah, Colapinto and Stroll, then Doohan's on the hards, maybe that's why he's struggling, and most of the top 12 on mediums apart from Antonelli. So Doohan has now lost DRS, doing a Ferrari TG with Hamilton, have Colapinto in reserves. Nice stuff, GB. Right, here we go. We've got Stroll all over the back of us, but that's because we are now on Doohan, who seems to be going quite slow now. Here comes Colapinto. Doohan on the hards. Oh, it was very tight through there, but we can get it done. Is Stroll going to have a look? He thought about it, but we are through. Hopefully Doohan can hold Stroll up for a little while. Hamilton is messing up quality even with 100% setup. Maybe that's just Hamilton things these days. I think you should salvage K-Mag's F1 career if Zane Maloney doesn't improve. Ooh, good shout, you dude. K-Mag or Valtteri though. Morgster, hi buddy, how's it going? Sonny, is this live right now? It's live right now. Confirmation. Right, Doohan is near enough staying with Colapinto. We're going to have to ease off that fuel now. I'm going to use a little bit of battery. I think Stroll's going to get past Doohan, and then Stroll's going to be a bit difficult to keep behind. Stephen, hello buddy, how's it going? Right, tyre life we haven't looked at, so 87, yeah, we're kind of in amongst everyone else at the moment. Maloney's got good tyre life. But unfortunately, Stroll has cleared Doohan, and Stroll is in a much quicker car than Aston, so I don't think we'll keep him behind. Oh, we've gone wide there, or cut the corner at least. A mistake from Colapinto, and that's opened the door for Stroll. And Stroll is thinking about getting it done, but Colapinto's still fighting.
Now we're watching the action closely here.
Look at this.
Oh no!
Completely messed that up.
And
Colapinto, and that's put Stroll all over him.
If they keep on doing that.
And is Stroll about to get this done? Not quite, but at any moment now, Stroll will be past us. Going good, just doing my own F1 manager career. Good stuff, Finley Racer. Hello there. Hello, buddy. Stroll still can't get this done at the moment. And Doohan is out of the DRS though. What's Maloney up to back here? These are all sort of the hard runners, all mixed with each other here, aren't they? What team is this now? This is Maserati. Right, Stroll will be past us. He's a quicker car. We can't do too much about that. And he's on 86. He's got good tyre life as well. Stroll will get past us and probably push down the road. And there he goes. Lance Stroll is past us. On a mad one this year, Lance Stroll. Two big things against Fernando. Can he keep that up this weekend in Suzuka? I think Haas made an error signing Ocon. Don't rate him as driver. Yeah, I'm neither way on him, really. As Maloney is past Hadjar. And there is Hadjar in the RB. I like it very much, Zane. Right, Zane up to 16th. Hadjar is also on the hard. So yeah, this is quite funny. These 5 hard runners, apart from Antonelli, who's obviously got a lot quicker car than these guys. 5 hard runners, all in the amongst each other. Zane Maloney, who would blame him to want to stay in the sunshine of Barbados? Yeah, Barbados nationality. Tenberg, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. How's old Yuki doing today? Yuki's in 7th. I think he's finished 8th in all 3 of the races so far of Red Bull, so maybe you take that in real life. Let me know in the chat, where is Yuki going to qualify tomorrow morning in Suzuka? First of all, yes, is he going to get through to Q3? And if that's a yes, or even if that's a no, whereabouts is he going to qualify? I've both Italian races in a row on my career. Nice, Shibi. Yeah, we've mixed the calendar up this year. We're only doing 20 races. The start of the calendar is very similar, but the middle and certainly the end is very different. Finish in Brazil. Canada's quite towards the end as well in this one. But I'm very much looking forward to racing this weekend and a triple header. Suzuka, Bahrain and Jeddah. So Colapinto is kind of just in no man's land at the moment. It's 1.4 of Stroll. He's got Doohan 2.2 behind, but Doohan is on the hard, so we've got to be mindful of that because they'll be quicker later on. We need some drama ahead of us to give ourselves some excitement of some points, perhaps. I used to do Canada and America's first for some reason. Where are they racing? We're in Imola. We're in Imola. Where are they racing in real life? Suzuka. Depending on what the question was. But if you are jumping into the stream, you haven't already, do smash that like button for me. It really does help me out. Super appreciate it.
Doing your best.
I hope you've all had a good week. Ready for the weekend. Hadjar's back past Maloney, so we can come off Colapinto a bit and have a look at Maloney, I think, here. What do you think of Red Bull Racing and Racing Bulls running a very similar livery for Suso? Not sure if it was Liberty now. Sport Exxon would allow that. Rollerberger, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. Yeah, I don't really get the Red Bull livery because RB have already got it, kind of thing. So it's not. It's yeah. It's lost on me a bit, the Red Bull livery, because as I say, the RB is already that colour scheme. So Trisha, thanks for the follow. Aren't you stealing content from who? Myself? It's my own content. It's not that precious.
We are in DRS from Hulkenberg.
Right, Maloney, let's jump on board with him then. Oh, and Hadjar closes the door on us. And Hadjar defends it well. So just in terms of strategy, we are due to box lap 32 with Maloney and lap 28 with Colapinto. A UV but Sonoda pole, I reckon. Can you imagine? From the company who's televised, did you get it? This isn't real. This is a game. I don't think the graphics are that good, but it's unfortunately it's not real. It's F1 Manager. Alright, Colapinto still got a bit of a margin on Doohan, but Doohan, we're not losing him. Doohan's going back at us, if anything. I think Sonoda, I think he'd accept Q2, to be honest with you. That would be an improvement so far on Lawson, of course. Doohan is really pushing all of a sudden. He's obviously going for a bit of a push because he's suddenly all over us. He's got his hards on to 73%, so he's using quite a bit of that tyre. And he is all over us here. And Jack Doohan moves past Colapinto then. Late Night Driver, are the drivers all AI or real sim drivers? This is, yeah, all AI. And then you just control two of them. You make, well, you don't control how they drive, but you make decisions from the pit wall. Right, Colapinto's got to stay with Doohan, because Doohan's on a harder tyre here, so not ideal. Hadjar's 2 seconds behind Maloney. He's actually down to 18th, losing a position to Behrman, who's on the mediums. So tyre life, we're on the medium, 70%, but Doohan, harder tyres, already down to 72%. Alex, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. I think McLaren really, but I can say, I feel like McLaren have been good the first 2 races. I think McLaren are going to really show up this weekend and dominate. Sutton, thanks for the follow. But we could be wrong, we never know. But I just feel they're going to be on song. But yeah, I think Yuki, even getting Q2 might be a success. As Colapinto, that's going to be closed off. I'm going to go P8 though. I'm going to go Q3 for Suki. Hold on, let's just see Colapinto on the outside here. On Doohan, trying to reclaim. Maloney's gone backwards again, down to 19th. Really not good work from Maloney back there. He's really struggling. But Colapinto side by side with Doohan still. And he is just about through. But the pack behind us are getting closer, aren't they? Not Suki, Yuki at Suzuka. I think I'm going to go bold, get into Q3, qualify P8 for Yuki Tsunoda. But let me know in the chat where you think Yuki's going to qualify tomorrow. Right, 14th then for Colapinto again, but Doohan in the DRS, and Behrman, Hadjar, Hulkenberg all about to join us. Maloney is falling back quite dramatically here.
Overtake available. Copy.
And again, Doohan's going to be able to get us here. What's tyre life saying? 68%. Albon's down to 58% on his mediums. And here comes Jack Doohan then. And Doohan back through. We've just got to keep with him. And Doohan, I do feel for Doohan. Obviously, he's had a big off. How much longer is he going to be in that car? I think if he has a poor triple header here with Suzuka, Bahrain and Jeddah, we could see the second driver losing his seat, although Lawson has swapped seats. But yeah, I think a poor triple header. And Doohan might be out of that seat, unfortunately. Russell setting the place. Arthur, thanks for the follow. Heidi, thanks for the follow. Smooth Black, thanks for the follow. Hope you're all doing well. Colapinto then, all on the back of Doohan, although Doohan's pulled away a little bit there.
Okay, good job there.
Slightly concerned about our race pace at the moment, I will be honest. Maloney's got past Liam Lawson. In the chicane here. So Maloney should be back up to 19th, he is. And he's got DRS on Hulkenberg, but Colapinto again has got DRS on Doohan. And we're alongside. And we're back through on Doohan, but this fight is continuing. Yeah, as I say, race pace is a little bit concerned because we're on the medium tyres, so you'd think we'd be a little bit quicker than these guys. Although Doohan has used near enough the same tyre life, so maybe... Are they going to two-stop? Maybe they're going to two-stop. If they two-stop, we're on a one-stopper. We're both drivers here. So that could work in our advantage. Followed by the two McLarens and then Ferrari of Leclerc and Hamilton, then Verstappen. Yo, Dark Lord, how's it going, buddy? Could you please do Force F1 series sometimes after this? Yeah, potentially. Alright, this is just rinse and repeat every lap at the moment. Stroll is 7 seconds down the road. That's a bit alarming, isn't it? Verstappen leads, Russell's second. But here comes Jack Doohan again. We're just swapping and changing. Cheers, mate. Keep up the good work. This could be on TV. You got to follow. Sure. Thanks, Late Night Driver. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. As we see, Doohan does get back past Colapinto.
But here we are following the Alpine. They decide to give it a go.
But yeah, Jack Doohan, I think a poor triple header, he might be losing his seat. Hopefully not, but he was under pressure before the season started, and he's not had a great start, as he is a rookie, to be fair, but not going too well. Henry, sorry I'm late, man. What, have I missed anything? Not really missed anything as yet. Started in 15th for Colapinto, still 15th. 17th with Maloney, he's gone back one. Literally, Stroll has checked out, so it looks like at the moment we're fighting for, at best, 14th, but hopefully there'll be some drama as we progress through. F1 Nick 75, thanks for the follow. Had an F1 name for a team which is connected to Target Chip Ganassi called Target Force Racing. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do after this series, so I'll have to have a think about that. We are going to do the Flip the Grid series, but I won't live stream that. That will just be episodes that I drop on YouTube. Francesca, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, here we go yet again. Colapinto, a little bit further back this time, though. Might be too far back. Doohan might survive this lap. Maloney's going to maybe lose out to Hulkenberg because he's got no DRS on Hadjar. We're not going to get that done. Carl Lewis, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're well. As I say, if you're dropping into the stream and you haven't already, do take a second to smash that like button. It really helps me out and super appreciated. Right, what's going out up front? So we've got Verstappen that leads. Very close, isn't it? Look at that. Top. It's actually 3.2 seconds between the top 6 here. That anyone could win this race. If you're interested in the current standings, after 5, this is round 6, this is what it looks like. So, as I say, it's looking like a bit of a Max Lewis championship. That would be nice to see. Right, Colapinto, I think maybe Doohan had a bit of a push that lap, and he's not quite pushed away. His tyres, he's on standard then, because he's the 2% margin is staying the same. Maloney has got good tyre life, but we can't really push it. I wonder if some of these are going to 2-stop. It's going to get tight through there, so we sneak on to the outside, but it's not going to work there. Might just harvest, nick a bit of battery. Nicole, thanks for the follow. Your predictions on the Red Bull Royal Rumble this weekend. Lawson to T-bone Yuki and then just quit the sport. Honestly, I don't know. It's a bit of a catch-22 for me because Yuki personally, as Maloney gets past Hulkenberg. So Maloney's been cut adrift of this other pack now. Maloney, good work there, though. I don't know if he's quite got this done, though.
How do you like that?
Yes, he has. We like it. We like it very much, Zane. Yeah, what do I think? Yeah, as I'm saying, a bit of a catch-22 for me because Yuki himself, I obviously want Yuki to do well, so I'm really rooting for him. On the other hand, I don't want Red Bull to be proven right, if you see where I'm coming from. There's a bit of a catch-22, so... Because if Yuki Gon smashes it, gets it into Q3, sorry, qualifies in the top 10, has a good race, then they'll be sort of vindicated on what they've done to Lawson. So, excuse me. So yeah, a bit of a catch-22. We're falling a little bit behind here. But we're gaining now with the DRS. Doohan's got no DRS. Maloney's 2.6 off Hadjar now. Colapinto around the outside of Doohan, and we are back through then. Let's see if we can push away, try and break that DRS. But yeah, hopefully Lawson can get some confidence back and just put in a steady performance. But we shall see. It's going to be very interesting. A lot of pressure on Yuki. There's kind of a lot of pressure on Lawson now, because if he's, you know, if Hadjar starts outperforming Lawson, then that's kind of Lawson's F1 career gone. So, yeah, not great for Liam Lawson, but we'll see. I'd say a bit of a catch-22, but ultimately I am rooting for Yuki to do well, so I hope he gets through to Q3. I mean, ultimately, it'd be nice to see if Yuki does so well that he can start bringing a fight to Max, but not quite sure that's going to happen anytime soon, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe that's why Red Bull have resisted the urge to put Yuki in the car for so long. We just rinsed a lot of battery there, and it's done absolutely nothing as Doohan has stayed with us. And I'm just going to harvest into here, and I'm going to top up. 6.6 behind Stroll. Used a lot more tyre life. Albon down to 39%, so Albon is going to come in soon. I think Albon might have to two-stop. Maloney's 3 seconds off Hadjar now. Haven't really got much space to push with here. There's Maloney. We've got sort of these 5, and then we've got these 4. If he performs well, they look like clowns. If he doesn't perform, they still look like... Yeah, true, Dark Lord. I guess even if Yuki does perform well, there'll be an argument as to why it took them so long to put him in the car, why they put Lawson in the car in the first place, so yeah. Their driving styles seem similar in the Red Bull so far. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Qualifying's going to be very, very interesting. Alright, we're going to be under big pressure here from Doohan again. Hopefully, we can see off at least Behrman. We do see off Doohan as well, so that will do. Lap 19 then of 63, and at the moment it looks like we're fighting for the best of what will be 14th, but who knows what will happen ahead of us. As I say, if some of these are two-stopping, we might have a chance of some positions higher up. But if Albon is two-stopping, we're already, what, 11 seconds off him. There's a 30-second pit loss though, so we'll lose quite a bit if you pit twice. But Russell leads, then Verstappen. They've pulled a little bit of a gap on Piastri now. Piastri's 2.6 back. What's tyres looking like? Russell's used quite a bit. Leclerc's used quite a bit. But Albon should be the first to stop in a couple of laps' time. Tiffany, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. You're watching the England Ladies Califat. They're playing tonight on ITV. No, I'm not. I won't be watching, unfortunately. Right, here we go. We've got Doohan again. Having a look at us. Is this going to be a whole race with us fighting Jack Doohan here? Doohan, this time having a look, but no, can't get it done. Ashley, have you started a new career mode? We have. This is Maserati. This is race 6 of the 2025 season. AJ the Lion, thanks for the follow. Right, what lap was it? 28, wasn't it? So we've got 8 laps yet till our stop. I don't even know if Colapinto's going to make that, is he? Very touch and go. Actually, yeah, we finished the Team Lotus one, so we finished that off with the third season. So we finished it off at the end of 2026. Constructors and Drivers Championships secured. So we thought we'd freshen it up with a new series. So we started this one last week, and now we're 6 races in. I want to start a new one because I wanted to freshen it up with the 2025 grid as is and the liveries. Right, here we go yet again. Doing on Colapinto. I kind of want Doing to get behind me so I can just save a bit of battery behind him. This should be done for Doing. He's absolutely... Yes, he is. Is he? Yes, he is. Right, let's see if we can just stay with him here. But this is right on the edge of a one-stop, really, because if you look at our tyre life here, we're going to be at like 28% by the time we pit. So, I just wonder how many of the grid will actually two-stop here. Albon, hopefully, is going to be in at the end of this lap.
Copy.
Sean, thanks for the follow. Hope we are well. Oh my god, Doon's got past us, but now it's like he's got the handbrake halfway on because he's going very slow suddenly. Saving a bit of tyre life though. Right, we'll just sit behind, then hopefully we'll be able to get straight back past him. Gianni Pinto, thanks for the follow. Hope you're well. Alright, here we go. Alex Albon didn't come in, did he? No, Albon's 29%. As I say, it is right on the cusp of a one-stop here, so people might use a bit more tyre life than you'd normally see. Come on, Colapinto. We're not gaining quite as much as we want to here. But the inside is open. For Colapinto, round the outside now. But Jack Doohan holding him off. We've got inside here, though. Oh, all 4 getting very close. Doohan looks like he might hold on to this. You don't want to be forced out wide there. We're not. And we've got the inside for this long left-hander. Now up to the hill. Doohan still side by side with Colapinto. Colapinto might need to yield here. And I think he has. So Doohan is fighting it. Maloney's starting to catch back up, if you see. He's getting back. As the medium starting to drop off Colapinto and Behrman probably here. Albon down to 27%. Even if Albon stops for hards, that's going to be a long way to get the hards. Albon is into the pits though. He is the first to stop then in Imola. .30 seconds near enough for pit here in terms of your stop and pit lane speed. Right, Colapinto a lot closer to doing this time round. And we're alongside. We should be through this time. As Albon's going to come out dead last then. And Colapinto moves back through then into what is now P13 with taking Albon as well. But again, we can't really break the DRS. We've not got too much battery here. So the undercut might be good for Colapinto. He's probably going to be one of the first in out of these lot. Behrman saved quite a good bit of tyre life there. I'm not sure we're going to make lap 28, but we'll probably be lapped at some point. So really, we'll have to do one. We will be lapped, definitely. So we've got to do one less lap on the hard. So we can probably come in lap 27. 3 more laps. Albon, yeah, as I say, dead last. Has gone on to the hard, so perhaps he's trying a one-stopper, but it's a long way to go on the hards. He can't go standard all the way on those. He'll have to manage them. Right, Maloney has caught up with Hadjar here. So Maloney's back in. Back in play. Is Zane.
Okay, you can slow down a bit now.
Copy.
Someone's had a spin. Who's had a spin here?
Yellow head.
Copy.
Oh, it's Bortoletto behind us. It's a shame there's no one in front of us. Because spin would lose him time, but also it'll wreck the tyres. Or Bortoletto, I bet his tyres are absolutely shot now. Has he jumped into the pits? No, he's kept going. What's his tyres? 32%. Colapinto has been overtaken by Doohan, complaining about being pushed wide.
take a
Was he
closer
pushed
look.
wide? Angel Eyes, thanks
Here
for
we
following.
are following the Alpine. It's there for the taking.
I'm not sure where he would have been pushed wide there, but we squeezed Doohan, but Doohan gets back through. No, there's no
That
pushing
puts them-
wide there, Franco. Right, so yeah, I was just having a look. Bortoletto is he's going to have to pit earlier than he wanted to now. Colapinto, though, I think is going to have to come one lap early. We're not going to... Not this lap. We'll go next lap with Colapinto. But yeah, everyone's starting to struggle. Most starting to struggle on the mediums now, apart from the leaders. Russell has gone backwards because he's had to start looking after his tyres. Maloney's suddenly starting to look pretty good here, isn't he? 53% tyre life. He can push in a moment if he gets some clean air. Colapinto's going to get out of the way shortly. Behrman's probably a lap or two away as well. So then Maloney will just have to get past Hadra and Doohan and have some clean air. So Maloney's stint on the hards, I feel this first stint has worked better for Maloney on the hards than it has Colapinto on the mediums. Colapinto, DRS again on Doohan. It's going to get tight through there. Oh, going outside's not the way to go though around there. We're looking again at the inside. Still with Doohan, but no, we're not going to get it done there. We are going to come in at the end of this lap though. Because our pit crew, very new, so at the moment our pit stops are around a 2.7, so that doesn't go in our favour either, but let's wait and see what we can do. Stappen leads, then Piastri, then Russell. Maloney's past Hadjar. Hadjar's out wide there. Don't know if we pushed him out wide or he just went for a little bit of adventure there.
Good job.
But Maloney will take that. Maybe we did push him a little wide, but Maloney gets his elbows out into 16th then. But where's Checo Perez? This is 2025, so he is not on the grid, as is real life. Alonso into the pits. And Maloney,
Okay,
let's give him a
push
bit more
on
tyre
tyres.
life now. Alonso is into the pits. Here comes Colapinto as well. Bortoletto is staying out. 26% tyre life is going to be awfully slow. Right, here comes Colapinto then. So Albon stopped, Alonso stopped, and now Colapinto stops. Bortoletto staying out, yes. Oh, here we go, pit crew waiting to receive us then. Say anything 2.7 and under will be pretty good at this stage. 2.8, okay, give or take. That will do. That should be Colapinto's one and only stop, unless we have some safety car drama, or red flag, or we won't see the stop, of course, if it's a red flag. And we're about to be lapped, so this is going to be painfully bad here for us. So we have to get out of the way for all of these. We're going to lose quite a bit of time. Piastri is going to be very upset with that. Max Verstappen is absolutely going to love that. Okay, it's not worked out too bad, but we've now got Hamilton and Antonelli. We're losing a bit of time here. Not ideal, this. All right, let's go back to Maloney. Behrman should be in, I think, at the end of this lap. Doohan's managed to pull a 2.3 second gap. Maloney is... Behrman's not coming in, so we need to get past Ollie Behrman here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking good, though. We're already alongside. I'm going to push on some fuel here. But Hadjar looking to come the other way. Not going to happen there, though.
Use overtake.
What lap have we got to get to here? Lap
And
32. 5 more laps. Should be good. I think Maloney might be having a better race than Colapinto. We'll wait and see on that. Bortoletto finally stops.
Try to increase the
Right,
lift
Colapinto's
off.
got out of the way of all the traffic now. Oh, Willie Fashion, thanks for the follow. Right, Maloney's pace is good. He's pulled 2 seconds on Behrman. Behrman obviously struggling on those stars, but he is gaining on Doohan. Doohan down to 36%. Colapinto, 26 seconds off Albon. That's bad news. James, why so bad? New season, new series. Okay. Right, so Behrman does pit. Gasly was in the pits there as well. Maloney is past Doohan. We've got a yellow flag.
You are doing a good job there.
Can't see what's
in front
happening.
Now you have Alonso.
Let's have a look at that first of all. Maloney. Past Jack Doohan. So Maloney's got some good pace at the moment. What was that yellow flag for? Bortoletta.
Here we are then at
He's
the
had a
11th
spin
corner.
on his old tyres. Now he's got new tyres on and he's
The
locked up on
brakes
those.
couldn't cope, and hopefully
Oh,
there's
that's
not
a big
too much
lock-up.
damage to the tyres.
That's going to be a struggle because what's he taking out of them? 9% already. Bortoletto's going to probably have to do stop or he's going to be very, very slow. What team are you? We are Maserati. Colapinto's got some DRS off a back marker, I'd imagine there. He's not cleared Ollie Behrman though, Colapinto, so that is real bad news. I think that traffic has killed Colapinto there. That is really bad news for Colapinto's race.
No lift off.
Yeah, Behrman's cleared Colapinto. That is bad. Not ideal at all there. He is on Ollie Behrman here, though. Maloney's pulled 1.7 on Doohan. What's tyre life? Doohan's probably going to have to come in the next couple of laps. Actually, we need to get lap 37, don't we, with Maloney, not 32. I can say his tyre life was looking pretty good to get to lap 32. Right, Colapinto. On Behrman, but this is not ideal. Because Behrman is going to stick in. Well, we are passing, but I think this is going to be similar with what we had with Doohan and just fighting the whole time. Yeah, Jose, thanks for the follow. Is this on PC? It is on PC. It's on console as well. Technical difficulties. Califlap heard the extra voice. That was my daughter informing me she has fed her guinea pig. Breaking news. Richins, thanks for the follow. Right, Behrman. So we've got another yellow flag. We've got a crash here this time. I can't see any damage.
I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
Oh, Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton. Norris on the inside. Hamilton doesn't give it up, and a slight collision.
I got hit.
Don't think you can custom teams on... Oh, no, you can't. Yeah, this is 2025 mod on PC. Right, here comes Behrman. What I want to do is try and get Behrman on the straight, and then we'll use our battery to pull away. So Behrman's going to probably get past us here, and then we're going to have to try and overtake him next lap and try and break the DRS. There's no penalties between Norris and Hamilton then. And doesn't look like either of them have got damage. Raju, thanks for the follow. Alex, thanks for the follow. But yes, it is available on console. You can now on console edit all the drivers, the circuits, the team lineups, the circuits. You can do a lot of editing now on console, but yeah, you can't put in the new liveries. Right, so Bearman's used quite a bit of his tyre life though. Bearman's not very good on his tyres, so he might not be an issue for us. How's Maloney getting on? Ocon's into the pits now. Maloney P10, he's pulled 4 seconds on Doohan. Doohan's down to 30%, needs to pit shortly.
Level of management is okay.
Let's say we're due to pit lap 38. We could 37. We could do 36 because we are going to be lapped. Oh, Bearman. Who is Bearman behind here? Is Bearman picking up DRS off a back marker here? No, he's not. Are we a little bit too far back here? Colapinto, is he going to have a lunge? Oh no. He thought about it, but Bearman really closed that off aggressively. Who is ahead of Bearman here? Oh, it's Antonelli who's just come out of the pits. No, he hasn't. Antonelli leads. That's why. Because Bearman is gaining on him. So Bearman's now going to pick up some DRS off Kimi Antonelli. And he's getting a bit of a toe off Antonelli. And that's what's pulling him away from us. Norris has got a little bit of damage, actually. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Would like to do a forward team. Yeah, I mean, on console, you can still do all the create the team. Just the only thing you can't do is put in the new liveries. All right, Colapinto is back with Bearman, but unfortunately, Bearman's going to get DRS on Kimi Antonelli, although it's not for position. Kimi Antonelli going long on his first stint, and it actually means that the Haas and ourselves are quicker. Oh, he's had a look there, but closes off. Are we going to go again, though? Yes, we are. Colapinto doesn't want to hang about, and Antonelli is holding us up a little bit here. And now Bearman's getting the toe. Oh, this is not good. All right, we need to overtake Kimi Antonelli. Although it'd be unlapping ourselves, we kind of need to get it done because it's just wrecking our race, really.
Yeah, now priority one is the lift off.
Maloney's now got Albon behind him. Albon stopped very early on. He's down to 82% on his tyres. Has Doohan stopped now? No, he hasn't. Doohan's still going. Yeah, Doohan's still going. He now pits, actually. Doohan is in. What is Kimi's tyre life here? 36. He's probably going to stay out for another couple of laps yet. Colapinto could do getting past him here. I'm going to use a bit of battery. Oh, and Kimi Antonelli does pit, but the problem there is Emin's still got DRS. We've got DRS as well. Emin, look at the toe, though. Slipstream giving him massive gains here.
Copy.
Piastri's got a puncture. What's going on here? Oscar Piastri. Oh, he's going to jump straight into the pits, though. Piastri. Has Piastri already stopped, though? Is that because he went out wide on the curb? That would be very interesting. Let's wait and see, because Piastri was running a lot higher than that, so we'll have to see if that's Piastri's second stop. I think it might be, you know. I've never seen that before.
Everything is ready.
Let's wait and see. Actually, we can see here, can't we? Piastri's on the softs now. What's going on there? I think that was Piastri's second stop. Just bear with us. Let's wait for this to play out because Ollie Bearman, yet again, on Colapinto here. As Colapinto fought with Doohan for most of that first stint, it looks like he's going to be partnered up with Ollie Bearman for the second stint. And here comes Ollie Bearman. And Colapinto is going to have to continue to fight that out with him. Ooh. It'd been nice if we just forced him out there. He would have lost a bit of time. And then we'll jump back on with Maloney. Oh, still side by side. This has gone on for the whole first sector. Is Bearman going to concede? Yes, he is. Right, Maloney. Now got Albon all over him. Albon's already stopped. Yeah, Piastri, second. It only just stopped. That's the first time I've seen that. He went quite wide on the curb, and it gave him a puncture.
Albon on DRS.
That's yeah. Look, he was literally on those hards for a lap or two. So the curb punctured his what would have been 90-odd% tyres. I've never seen that before. I've seen it through debris, but not running wide. And there goes Albon past Maloney. Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Lawson all into the pits.
Yeah,
the only one yet to stop is young Zane Maloney here. I think we'll get him in at the end of this lap. Just to cover off what's going on behind us.
Boxes lap, boxes lap.
So Piastri's race absolutely ruined there. And he's also gone to a soft. It seems a long way to get a soft tyre. Maybe that's all he had left though. Right, Albon in one Williams has passed us, and Carlos Sainz in the second has eased his self-pass as well. We're not fighting the Williams, unfortunately. Well, where is Maloney going to end up here? Is he going to have a better race than his teammate Colapinto? Colapinto will undercut him here. But Maloney's going to have a medium tyre to work with for the rest of this race.
Up in pit lane.
And Maloney confirms he's in the pit lane, and we have to go right to the end of the pit lane. Being our first season, we are the last team in the pit lane. Hopefully next year though we'll be able to be at least 8th or so. Right, where is Maloney going to come out here? He's had a good first stint, I feel, as Maloney, and that's a good stop. 2.5, 0.3 quicker than his teammate Colapinto. There goes Colapinto. And there's Zane Maloney. Here's Bearman. Let's just use a bit of battery. I think we've got some traffic there coming past us, haven't we? Yes, Russell and Leclerc. Let's try and just push a bit, get these tyres up to temp. Oh, the Ferrari's got doing right on him though. Oh, this is going to be frustrating. So what's going to happen is, if Leclerc is pulling doing along with him, that's just, we're going to get out of the way and we're probably going to lose out to doing. Oh yeah, he's sticking right with him there. Not ideal this. This is not going to be ideal at all, I feel. Yeah, look how quick they're gaining on us. Oh, don't do this to Zane. He's had a good little race so far.
Yeah.
Colapinto has dropped Bearman.
Copy.
For a little while at least. See if we can just pull away. Oh, Maloney picked up DRS on Russell. Yes, that's nice. We can safeguard against doing behind by staying with the race leader. I don't know how we're staying with the race leader, but that will work. Oh, Bearman's got within DRS again. That's a bit rude of him. There's Maloney though. He's not too far off his teammate now. Let's try and lose Bearman again. I really just don't want to be fighting Bearman for this whole race. So we use a bit of the ERS here. The problem is that back straight, start-finish straight, is so long. Even without DRS, it gets such a nice toe. Felix, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. And if you are jumping into the stream, do smash that like button. Right, we've got 2.2. We've used a lot of battery there. I feel it's worth it though for now. Right, Maloney is going to get DRS again on Russell. He's doing staying with Leclerc, though. He is. So we kind of have to do this to keep doing behind. Darth Ball, thanks for the follow. Super appreciated. And as I say, if you do jump into this for the first time today, we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. So we're back on Tuesday to continue this series. All of the episodes of this series are on YouTube. So if you're on TikTok or Twitch, head to my profile and in the bio you'll find the YouTube channel and you can head over there, and episodes 1 and 2 of this Maserati series are already out to catch up on. The live streams are a little bit ahead of the series, the episodes. And also, if you are a regular around here, you know we don't skip the track actions. That's why we've watched all 39 laps so far, as Ollie Behrman's had to get out of the way of George Russell there. I say we don't skip the track action. We do if it's a bit of a dull moment, which we nearly had one there, but Ollie Behrman's just got out of the way.
Do your best.
And that means Maloney's all over the back of him now. Doohan is still... Is that Doohan still on Leclerc? It is. Doohan's hitching a ride. But here comes Zane Maloney then on his medium tyres. Having a good little race is Zane Maloney. That's going to get tight on the inside, but he's going to be brave through there. And Zane Maloney is going to get past Ollie Behrman, and he's into 15th. And the next man up the road is his teammate, Franco Colapinto.
At the moment, we have P15 for second.
Ollie Behrman might be with us for a few laps, though. We'll wait and see. Doohan is still hitching his ride off Leclerc. Teko, thanks for the follow. Nikos, thanks for the follow. So yeah, a 3.5 of Colapinto. As we said, 14th is probably the best we can hope for, and that's where Colapinto is at the moment. What is the challenge behind? Behrman 70% hards, Doohan 82%. Maloney might be good here, you know. If he can drop Behrman, he's going to be in good shape for the rest of this race. The medium's obviously performing well. That's why Doohan can stick with Leclerc. And that's why Maloney was sticking with Russell until Behrman had to let Russell by, and Maloney had to get past Behrman. I don't quite think we got DRS on George Russell there. No, we didn't. Not that we can. Not that we're fighting George Russell.
Yeah.
But I say we don't tend to skip the track action, but at the moment there's not too much happening. So let's just forward on. Behrman's just outside of Maloney's DRS. It's staying close though. Behrman has dropped off now, and Doohan's all on Behrman. Doohan's got out of the way of the leaders, and Leclerc is not too far off Maloney now, so we have to keep an eye on that. 21 laps to go. Colapinto 14th, Maloney 15th. At the minute we look pretty safe in those positions. But what's going to happen when we get out of the way here? We've got 4 seconds on Behrman. There goes Leclerc.
The gap ahead is 3 seconds.
We've got Max there as well now coming, and Hamilton. Then it's 6 seconds to Norris. So once we're out of the way of Hamilton here, we are good. That's all the traffic, but look, that's going to put Behrman really close to us. Let's pick up DRS, please. Off Lewis Hamilton. Because we've given it to Ollie Behrman. Have we got DRS ourselves? Yes, we have. That was crucial. So all the back markers out of the way for a little while, because Norris is 6 seconds away, then it's Piastri. So that's the main traffic dealt with. And Maloney is ahead of what is now Jack Doohan. We've seen Doohan a lot in this race, and he's back behind us. Colapinto has now got to get out of the way of the traffic. Leclerc's all over George Russell. Hamilton and Verstappen were fighting for the lead early on. Hamilton's used a lot of his hards. He's, yeah, it looks like a struggle from there for Lewis. Colapinto is getting out of the way now. Out of the way of Max. And the next one is Lewis. But look at this. This is going to bring Zane Maloney all over his teammate now. Zane Maloney can see Colapinto. Colapinto is hoping he's going to pick up DRS off Lewis Hamilton. Because if not, Zane Maloney
It's 2 seconds from you.
is about to have him easily here, but no, Colapinto did get the DRS on Lewis Hamilton. Maloney still gaining though. Good slipstream. On the mediums, of course, is Maloney. So you have better gripping to the corners, but not yet. Nakaraza and Love Daisy, thanks for the follows. And Leclerc's developed a mechanical fault. Bortoletto's got a mechanical fault. He's dead last, struggling on those tyres.
So close.
Do your best, man.
Maloney trying to get past his teammate then. Colapinto not allowing it though, but there goes the inside. He did leave the inside open, and Maloney's got the run up here for the inside. They're side by side. Colapinto though, later on the brakes. Maloney has to stay behind for now, but he is going to get DRS on this back straight, and there's not going to be anything Colapinto can do about that. Because Maloney all over the back of him.
Yeah, copy.
Here we go, Colapinto out of battery as well. So Zane Maloney on his teammate. He is alongside. And Zane Maloney is going to take 14th place of Franco Colapinto. And there we go. We said Zane Maloney had a nice first stint. And it's come to fruition here as he has jumped his teammate. Colapinto started this race in 15th. He's back in 15th. Maloney, I believe, started 17th. And he's up 3 places here. Yes, indeed. So Colapinto started 15th, is 15th. Maloney up 3 places so far. So good race from Maloney. And he should really have the pace to keep Colapinto there now because he's on mediums. Colapinto will do a bit of topping up here. Zoe, thanks for the follow. TJ Prez, thanks for the follow.
Tires update.
18 laps to go.
You're quite good.
And yeah, looks like 14th and 15th will be secure because Behrman and Doohan are now 5 seconds off the pace. Has Norris got past them? Yes, he has. So that's why they've lost a bit of time. They're probably in reality about 2.5, 3 seconds behind. Colapinto has kept DRS on his teammate. I don't think he'll be staying with Maloney for too long.
Copy.
Capital G, thanks for the follow. But yeah, we talked a lot about Perez. Perez long gone. Yuki. We've talked a lot about Yuki in this stream, how he's going to qualify in Suzuka, but we haven't, my normal Friday, heard what your top 3 are going to be. Who's going to be the top 3 in qualifying in Suzuka tomorrow then? Let me know in chat. Who's first, who's second, who's third for Suzuka qualifying tomorrow morning? Or tomorrow, wherever you may be in the world. Tomorrow morning for me. I'm going to go for a Lando pole. I'm going Lando pole. Piastri second. Charles Leclerc third.
No overtake now.
Copy.
Jazzu, thanks for the follow. Oh, we've used all the battery there. Probably just put them both on neutral, actually, to be fair. So yeah, we're 16th off Stroll. Colapinto's 1.9 off Maloney, so he is dropping back now. Colapinto has got a bit of fuel he can use here, though. Dark Lord, Lando, Lewis, Piastri. Yeah, you can see that. Eddie, thanks for the follow. So yeah, I'd go Lando, Piastri, Charles. So you've got 2 McLarens and a Ferrari in there as well. Right, let's forward on then, because we are in one of those dry spells here where not much is happening. Colapinto's going to have to get out of the way for Norris in a moment. Just hope he doesn't lose too much time. And Antonelli, actually. Sigurd, what happened to Ricciardo? This is a new series, Sigurd. So Team Lotus, we've wrapped up on that one. This is Maserati And Colapinto, that was nice getting out of the way of there. We didn't lose too much time. I like that. Doing still 4 seconds back. It's Antonelli, and then once Antonelli is passed, I don't think Tsunoda will reach us because he's 16 seconds back. Yuki P7, Piastri's getting close. What's Piastri's tyre? 63%. He's managed those softs quite well. I'm pretty sure Tsunoda's... He debuted in Suzuka in this series, as he does in real life, and he's done the triple header, and he finished 8th in all 3 of those. So is he going to go one better and get 7th here today? Let's see. Oh no, such a good series. Yeah, well, all the episodes are on YouTube, so we've finished. We've got 74 episodes out of that series. But I may do the odd episode still in the future, so watch space on that. We've let Antonelli go by. It's now 2 seconds to do in those. We lost a little bit more time on that one. Gonna get some fuel back as well. What race is this? This is Imola, Big Crew. El Barban, thanks for the follow. Oh, Doohan's in the wall. I was going to say Doohan's 1.6 behind us.
Here we are.
He's not anymore. He was getting close to us. Look, there's Colapinto and Doohan.
Within a split second, the impact's
pretty accurate,
made.
to be fair, to real life at the moment. Jack Doohan into the wall.
On your weekend.
Is that going to trigger a safety car? Or is it just a yellow flag? No, because he's got going again. We get double replay.
Right, let's follow the action.
Double replay for Doohan. There's Colapinto. He was pushing, was doing. He got to him in 1.7.
Unable to do anything about that crash.
He lost the rear end.
That won't do their confidence any good.
And he has kept it going. In real life, that would be a retirement, of course, with the rear wing smashed up.
Glued to the monitor.
But F1 Manager for the last 2 years has had that glitch. As you can see, he's got a nice, he's got detached rear wing here and a nice chunk missing here. But he will somehow keep going for the rest of this race. Let's give Colapinto the breathing room that he wanted. And that should pretty much be 14th and 15th for us now, unless there's going to be any other drama in the final 12 laps here. And if you haven't already done so, do smash that like button. It really does help me out. Pushes the stream out to a wider audience. So super appreciated. It looks like Maloney is certainly going to beat Colapinto here today. As Doohan does come into the pits. Obviously wrecked his tyres and other bits there, but he's going to finish dead last now with that significant damage. Verstappen leads. Got another yellow flag. Tsunoda, no!
Right,
You were going to finish 7th. Is he back to his normal 8th place now?
Tsunoda.
I think he is, because Piastri's going to pass him.
Struggling with the car.
Oh, that's a big old lock-up for
and it was just too late.
Yuki Tsunoda, and he is back to 8th, but he's got Alonso all over him. And Yuki will be hoping for none of that this weekend. Yeah, so Maloney's pulled 8 seconds on Colapinto. So, as we thought, Maloney had a much better opening stint on those hards, whilst Colapinto is on the mediums. 10 laps to go then. That's what we're looking at. Russell leads, Verstappen leads, swapping. There's only 3 seconds between the top 3, so we might jump on board on the last lap for that battle, see what's going on. But I think we can just sit back and relax now. It's going to be 40... Well, I say that. Let's fingers cross our drivers don't make any errors. We did have a couple of races ago in Suzuka when we were trying to T-bone Hulkenberg as a team effort. But Colapinto has got Hajar 1.6 seconds off him, to be fair. And now Lawson. And Lawson's got good medium life here. Colapinto might have a fight on his hand at the ends here. As the 2 RBs are coming at him. And they've got better tyre life. That is a little bit worrying, actually, for Colapinto. Have to try and push away here. I mean, Maloney is definitely safe because he's got 8 seconds on Franco. We've used all that battery, though. We're going to be really struggling here. Home Clubs, thanks for the follow. I think these RBs might be able to get us. Got to hope their tyres burn out quickly in the next lap or so. But what they are doing is they're sharing DRS off one another, which is helping them out. It's now 1 point, still staying about 1.7, 1.8. Russell leads Verstappen, then Leclerc. Still, they're all less than a second, the top three, though. Got to hope that this RB... Oh, Russell's got a mechanical fault. He's leading the race.
But the car's definitely not happy. Surely some...
It's a crofty replay. That's a shame. If it's the driver, he normally says what's up. We can have a look at it in a moment, though. Verstappen overtakes Russell. Let's have a look what that is for George Russell. George Russell's got a gearbox issue. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. With, what is it, 6-7 laps to go. Hadjar still 2 seconds back, so we're keeping him at bay for now. JGL, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. We're just keeping this 2 second buffer at the moment to Hadjar and Lawson. Tyre percentage. There's not much difference in the tyres, is there? In the compounds round here. Is anyone going to struggle towards the end? Not really. 38. No, no one's on course for a puncture. So Lawson and Hadjar fighting. Maybe that's helping us. 3% tyre life. Got 4 laps to go. Verstappen leads. It's now Leclerc, then Russell, but both Leclerc and Russell have got issues. Russell's gearbox is significantly impacting him. He's lost 4 seconds to the leaders. Great F1 reaction video. Hi, Carl. How's it going? So, Maloney, 14th. Colapinto, 15th. Not been the most thrilling of races, but I'm still pretty happy with Maloney's performance. Error-free from both our drivers, but Maloney had a very good first stint. He'll finish a lap early as well, so the tyres shouldn't be a problem. Still got 2 seconds to Lawson. And they're now going to have to get out of the way of a McLaren, is that? I just saw the back there. Yes, Piastri coming through. So Piastri coming through might help us here. Unless, of course, that RB can stick to him. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Yuki Tsunoda still holding on to 8th. He's finished 8th in all 3 of his races so far for Red Bull. Right, so both RBs out of the way. And that's giving Colapinto 3.6 seconds. I'm hoping Lawson doesn't pick DRS up off the back of Piastri here. We're about to find out, though. He does. Oh, that's not good. He's going to gain significantly here on Colapinto if he can stick with Piastri across this next lap. Piastri has got to catch us, though, to be fair. Piastri's on 34% tyre life. Fernando, thanks for the follow. A bit of fuel we can use here, which we will use.
Okay, copy.
No lift off anymore.
Yeah.
Colapinto might still have a bit of a fight on here. We'll wait and see. Maloney has just lapped Doohan. That's how slow Doohan is going. Lawson has stayed with Piastri. This is the problem. And now Piastri's on us. I'm going to have to get out of the way. Oh, this is going to be bad. We've got a fight on here at the end. We're getting out of the way, and this is going to bring Liam Lawson all over the back of us. Leclerc's mechanical fault getting worse as he's trying to fight Max Verstappen for the lead of this race. Tyres down to 30%. Lawson's got better tyres than us. I kind of need him to get past us here. I want him past there. I need him past before the DRS. He's not going to. Ah, this is bad news. I don't think we've kept DRS on Piastri, have we? This is going to be easy work for Lawson. We haven't got DRS. Here comes Lawson. We've got no battery. We're not trying to cover him off. Go on, Colapinto. He does cover him off. trying around the outside. He can't get around there. Colapinto doing enough. It's Lawson's tyres. He's down to 29% as well. Maloney, let's not run out of fuel.
We need some lift off.
Copy.
Max is going to win by the looks of it because Leclerc's not, and he's being held up. So Max is going to hold off Leclerc. Colapinto has got to try and hold off Liam Lawson here. Lawson pushing him like crazy. Fighting for a whopping 15th, but got to be done here.
Max Verstappen.
Max has won
over
it.
the
Leclerc
finish
second.
line,
Russell holds
and
on to
today's
third.
winner.
Hamilton fourth. Norris fifth. But Liam Lawson is really pushing us. We need to save this battery right for the final corner. Lawson, though. Oh, he's going to have a go around the outside. Lawson round the outside. No, and he's pushed out wide. Colapinto gets his elbows out. Says, no, thank you, Lawson. And we should just about make it to the line, and we do. Colapinto had a battle on his hands at the end there with Liam Lawson. But Maloney, a very good drive from him. Okay, it's only 14th, but he started 17th. Was quite slow at the beginning of the race, but kept his patience, nursed those hards long into the race, and he had good pace at the end on the mediums, and he finishes 14th. Colapinto 15th. And we're only 6 races into this series. We started dead last, so this is good progress for us. So hopefully in another 2-3 races, we can start edging up to the outside, the outskirts of the points. But it's 14th for Maloney, 15th for Colapinto. England just scored. Come on, England. Come on, the girls.
Now, after the excitement of that race, we can now see Esteban Ocon.
Don't know why we're looking at Ocon, but there we go. Ocon's upset. Here we go then. Max Verstappen won. He had a battle with Russell for a lot of that race, and then Leclerc. Russell's mechanical issues, gearbox, got worse right at the end, and he dropped to third. But Max wins it. Leclerc second, Russell third, Hamilton fourth, Norris fifth, Antonelli sixth. Good result for Norris, actually up 4. Oscar Piastri 7th. Fernando Alonso did beat Yuki Tsunoda, so Yuki Tsunoda finished 8th in Suzuka, 8th in Bahrain, 8th in Jeddah, at 9th in Imola. That lock-up cost him. And Alex Albon, as we've been seeing quite a lot in this series so far, sneaking into 10th place for another point for Williams. Carlos Sainz was 11th, and then Zane Maloney, as we said, started 17th, up 3 to 14th, so a good little result for Zane Maloney. And Colapinto finished where he starts, and just the first stint killed him really on the mediums. Didn't work in the end. What's that done to the Drivers' Championship? Well, look at this. We might be getting a Lewis v Max battle. It's 20 races in this series. We've reduced the calendar from 24 to 20, and that is race 6 done already. So already more than a quarter through this season. And Lewis Hamilton on 113 points. Max jumps up to second. He's on 102, so just 11 points back. And then Leclerc, not too far back, on 90 points. He is up to third. Russell fourth. Oscar Piastri is fifth. Going down 3 places there, actually, there. Oscar only 6 points. Lando Norris 6th. Antonelli 7th. Alonso 8th. Yuki Tsunoda jumps Liam Lawson. What a sad sight that is. But that's because Lawson got all 12 points when he was in the Red Bull. Unfortunately, he couldn't do that in real life. But in the series, his first 2 races with Red Bull, he got 12 points. Yuki Tsunoda's now got 14 in his 4 races with Red Bull. So that's why he's jumped Liam Lawson. The rest of the point scorers so far this season, Albon has 6, Lance Stroll has 2, Colapinto has 2, Sainz has 1, Maloney has 1, and the rest yet to score. Butte Tangerine, hi, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. Another My Team name, Carl, and a name that's disappeared in recent years. Yes, indeed. In Motor Racing Series. Yes, indeed. Constructors then. Although Charles Leclerc has... well, he's not too far off Hamilton, say, although Charles Leclerc is quite a bit off Hamilton, but it's only 23 points, so he's not at all. But the Ferrari boys doing the best work out there so far, 203 points after 6 races, so they're 52 points in the lead of McLaren. Then it's Red Bull, and a bit of accuracy, really, because Max is scoring most of their points, and that's why They're struggling a bit in the constructors, and Mercedes dropped down 1. They're on exactly the same points as Red Bull. Still a 4-horse race here, and then Aston Martin just look like they will be in no man's land. Look like they'll finish 5th, unless, as I say, some of these teams upgrade as the season go on. Williams are 6th on 7 points, and then Maserati, we've claimed 3 points so far this season, and if you want to see how we claimed those, they will be in the next episode of our YouTube series. So there's 2 episodes out so far. If you want to see the episode in which we claim points, it's in Suzuka. That episode will be dropping on Monday. So if you're watching on TikTok or Twitch, head to my profile in the bio, head over to YouTube and subscribe, and you'll see the Maserati playlist. There's 2 episodes in there so far. The 3rd one will drop on Monday. And of course, if you're already watching on YouTube, you can check those episodes out as well. Alpine in 8th, Kick Sauber 9th, Haas 10th, RB 11th. Those 4 yet to score. Pit stops. Oh, that's interesting. 6th. I wasn't expecting that so early on in the season. We got 8 points there in the fastest pit stop. We're into P10 out of 11 though, so not great, but we're keeping in amongst it for now. And yeah, we went a little bit higher. Colapinto, we have been going 21st, but we went 18th and 20th, so we've hit the sponsorship target as well. We do need a bit of money because we've been going full on design work. So money is getting a bit low. A bit like real life Max scoring most of Red Bull's points. Yeah, exactly. And you could see Max's interviews across this weekend. He certainly doesn't seem happy about the change in driver. So still pointing like Max might be heading off to Mercedes perhaps at the end of this year. Or Aston Martin, who knows. Yeah, so we've got 6 million in the bank now. And we should have plenty of design work still underway. We have. So continuing to improve this car as we go this season. Next up will be Monaco, which is in 4 days' time. So that'll be the next one we do on stream. So as I said, we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. If you're a regular, you already know that. But if you're new around here, every Tuesday and Friday. So we'll be back on Tuesday from 7 p.m. when we head to Monaco. And I'll do a special livery. I'll try and do a special livery for Monaco. Might do a red livery for Monaco perhaps. So yeah, jump back on Tuesday from 7 p.m. and we'll be heading to Monaco. The last time we raced in Monaco was an absolute epic with about 4 red flags I think we had. Yeah, it was 4 red flags we had in Monaco. It was absolute carnage. So hopefully we'll see a repeat of that. But yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. Before I go, do smash that like button. Really does help me out. Super appreciated. And thanks for everyone who's watched, whether you've watched in the background or no chat, that is still super appreciated. And of course, everyone who's been involved in the chat, likes and follows and subscribes. Thank you very much. Maybe Yuki could do to Max what Ricardo did to Vettel, making him move on. I'm very interested in this weekend. Can't wait to see how Yuki does. I think it's going to be a good weekend. As I say, we've got a triple header, so very exciting. Henry, see you. Keep up the great work. Cheers, buddy. Cheers. Thanks for dropping in. As I say, thanks for dropping in, everyone. Hope you have a really good weekend. Thanks for all the comments, likes, and all the support. We'll be back on Tuesday, but of course, tomorrow, Suzuka qualifying kicks off.